You will not believe what that girl just called me.
Wait, what girl?
Chloe.
Oh no. What did she say this time?
She called me the maid, Kelly,
What?
in front of 3 of David's co-workers and their wives.
Number.
She walked into the kitchen while I was cleaning up from brunch and said, "Why is the maid still here?"
What the hell?
And everyone laughed, thought she was joking, but then she looked me dead in the eye and said, "Oh, I forgot, you live here now, don't you?"
I'm gonna lose it. Tell me you said something.
Number I froze, like an idiot. David laughed too.
He laughed?
He thought it was her being cheeky.
That's not cheeky. That's humiliating.
She's 17, Kelly, 17, and she treats me like I'm dirt under her shoe.
She always had an attitude, but this is next level.
I'm done trying to win her over, done.
You've bent over backwards for her since day one.
I helped her through her panic attacks. I sat with her during all her dentist appointments. I paid for her SAT tutor when David said it was too expensive.
And this is the thanks you get?
Apparently, I'm just the help now.
Emily, this has to stop. You can't keep letting her walk all over you.
I know, but what do I do?
Have you told David how bad it's gotten?
He doesn't see it. She's his little princess. Every time I bring it up, he says I'm misunderstanding her tone.
Classic.
I even tried showing him a message she wrote about me.
What did it say?
I swear to God, if she rearranges the fridge one more time like she owns this place, I'll scream.
That's so petty it's almost funny.
Wait for it. I bet she's already measuring the curtains and counting my inheritance.
Okay, that's not funny, that's insane.
He brushed it off, said, "She's just venting. Teenagers do that."
That's not venting. That's sinister.
It gets worse.
Oh no.
She's been telling her friends I forced her mom out.
Emily, her mom died.
I know, but to her friends, I'm the wicked stepmother who moved in too soon.
You moved in 2 years after they lost her.
Doesn't matter, the narrative stuck.
I'm so angry I could punch something.
I used to think she'd come around, that she was just grieving. Now I realize she loves having an enemy.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm done playing nice.
Wait, do you still manage her college fund?
Yes, why?
Remind me, whose name is on the trustee account?
Mine.
And that means?
I have full discretion until she turns 18.
Emily.
I'm not saying I'll touch it.
But you could.
There's a clause that says I can reallocate funds in the child's best interest.
Define best interest.
That's the thing, it's vague, intentionally.
Emily, I'm not saying you should, but I wouldn't blame you if you did.
You think I'd be a monster if I did?
I think you'd be human.
She's already picked her dream school, told everyone she's going.
Let me guess. Private, expensive, and full of her kind of people?
Northeastern, with a designer dorm she picked out.
Ooh.
She's already designing her Instagram posts for move-in day.
And not one thank you to the woman making it possible.
Nope, just insults and entitlement.
Honestly, maybe it's time for a reality check.
It would ruin her.
Or wake her up.
And David?
Will probably be angry.
He'd never forgive me.
You sure about that?
He'd choose her.
Even if she called you the maid?
Yes, because she's his.
But what about you?
What do you mean?
When was the last time you were chosen?
Silly.
You've given everything. Time, love, money, energy. And all they give you back is pain.
You think I should pull the plug?
I think you should protect yourself.
But what if I go through with it and regret it later?
Then you undo it. You're the trustee.
That fund was meant to honor her mother.
And her mother would be mortified if she saw what Chloe's become.
You're not wrong.
What's the real reason you're hesitating?
Because I still want her to love me.
Oh, Em.
I just wanted a family.
You deserved one.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this.
Or maybe you're finally waking up to who they really are.
I have screenshots, you know.
Of what?
Messages Chloe sent to that awful girl Madison. Talking about how she's almost got the old cow pushed out.
Please tell me you saved them.
Every single one.
You're smarter than they think.
I have to be.
Then maybe it's time to remind them of that.
Kelly.
Yeah?
Do you know any good scholarship foundations?
You thinking of giving the money away?
Not all of it, just enough to make a point.
To who?
To Chloe. And to myself. I called the bank this morning.
You serious?
I just asked some questions, hypotheticals.
And?
They confirmed everything. I can redirect the funds as long as it's justified.
So no permission needed from David?
None. It's under my name. Legally, I don't even have to notify him.
Wow.
They'll ask for a rationale, nothing crazy, just a documented reason for reallocation,
What are you thinking of using?
academic performance and behavioral concerns.
That's smart.
They said I can designate an alternative beneficiary or roll part of it into another educational trust.
You gonna name yourself?
Number, that'd look bad.
Then who?
I found a foundation for girls aging out of foster care. They award micro grants.
You angel.
Number, I'm just done giving my soul to someone who treats me like a vacuum cleaner.
You're doing the right thing.
I keep repeating that to myself over and over,
How did it feel making that call?
like I was betraying a promise I never should have made.
You didn't betray anything. She did.
She doesn't know yet.
Of course not.
She just texted me a list of things she wants for her dorm.
Are you kidding me?
LED lights, velvet throw pillows, a wall tapestry, and a mini projector.
Let me guess. Can you order these, Emily?
Close. Hey, can you just Amazon this stuff for me? Dad said you know how to do all that.
Unbelievable.
She also asked if I could do the refund thing on her old clothes to get her credit.
She's treating you like a damn assistant.
No, please, no thank you.
Because she assumes you'll do it. You always have.
Not this time.
What did you say?
I ignored it.
Good.
5 minutes later, she followed up with, "Hello?"
Let her stew.
David messaged me an hour later. "Can you help Chloe with her dorm list?"
He has no idea what's coming.
None.
Are you gonna tell him before it hits?
I don't know.
You're not obligated.
He'll say I blindsided him.
Then let him say it. Let him feel what blindsided feels like.
It's not just Chloe. He's part of this. He let this happen.
Enablers are just as guilty.
He watched me fold her laundry, watched me drive her to rehearsals. He saw the effort.
And chose not to care.
I'm not the villain here, am I?
Number, you're the only sane one in the house.
Sometimes I wonder what her mum would think.
What do you think she'd say?
I think she'd be horrified by how Chloe turned out.
Same.
She wanted a kind daughter, not a little tyrant in designer sneakers.
If she saw what you've endured, she'd thank you.
I don't want thanks. I want peace.
Then claim it.
This will start a war.
It's already started. You're just finally fighting back.
I almost feel sorry for her.
Almost.
She's built her identity on things she didn't earn.
And she's about to learn what it feels like when that rug gets pulled.
You think I should warn her?
Nope.
Not even a heads up.
She wouldn't give you one.
True.
This is about consequence, not revenge.
I'm not sure she knows the difference.
Then it's about time she learns.
I asked the banker what kind of letter I should submit.
And?
They suggested I document educational realignment due to prolonged behavioral concerns and failure to meet maturity benchmarks.
Sounds official and damning.
I wanted to write because she called me the maid.
You should frame that line.
I might.
So when does the transfer happen?
I set the meeting for next Thursday.
Will she find out immediately?
Not until she tries to access the account during FAFSA verification.
Oh, wow. That's going to be a rude awakening.
They'll send her a letter explaining the balance has changed and listing the new beneficiary.
Will David get one too?
Only if he asks. He's not a trustee.
Oh, he's going to lose it.
Let him.
I'll bring popcorn.
You know what scares me most?
What?
That I'll finally do this, and they still won't care.
You're doing it for you, not them.
I guess I keep hoping someone will look at me and say, "You didn't deserve that."
You didn't.
Not even close.
I've seen you cry over that girl more times than I can count.
I cried in Target once because she left me there after a fight.
I remember. You called me from the parking lot.
I just wanted her to like me,
She didn't want a stepmom. She wanted a servant.
and I let her think I was one.
Well, she's about to find out just how wrong she was.
I almost want to watch her face when she reads that letter.
That moment will live rent-free in your mind forever.
Do you think she'll come running to David?
Absolutely.
And he'll come running to me?
Yep.
And I'll say nothing.
You'll say, ask your daughter.
Exactly.
You have all the power now.
I don't feel powerful.
Because you're still healing.
I never thought I'd be this kind of person.
You're not a villain. You're a woman who's had enough.
I wonder how long she'll wait before texting me something nasty.
Hours? Minutes?
She's been quiet all day. I think she knows something's off.
Good. Let her squirm.
I just want to breathe again, Kel.
And you will. You're almost there.
Thanks for listening.
Always.
I'll let you know how Thursday goes.
I'll be waiting by the phone.
And if she tries to guilt trip me,
Just remember, maids don't have power. But you do.
damn right I do. She knows.
Already?
She just called me, screaming.
Oh my God, what happened?
Apparently she logged into the FAFSA portal.
And?
She said, "Why the hell does it say the balance is pending review?"
Oh,
I told her to check her mail.
you didn't explain?
Nope. I said, "You'll find everything you need in the letter."
Cold, I love it.
She started crying, but not the real kind, the performance kind.
Crocodile tears.
Exactly. Then she shouted, "You're ruining my future."
Oh, please.
I said, "You'll still have a future. It just might look a little different now."
That's beautiful.
She hung up on me.
Did David call?
Give it a minute.
How do you feel?
Number...
Relieved?
Almost. Mostly just steady.
Good. That means you're not second guessing.
For the first time, no.
What's the worst thing she said?
"You're just a bitter hag who wants to punish me because Dad still loves Mom."
What?
Yeah, that one hit deep.
I don't even have words for that level of manipulation.
I've given up trying to decode her.
That wasn't about you. That was projection.
I think she genuinely believes I'm jealous of a dead woman.
Because it's easier than admitting she's cruel.
She thinks I'm trying to erase her mother.
Meanwhile, you kept her mother's photo in the foyer.
Cleaned it, dusted it every week.
She doesn't deserve you.
I don't need her to deserve me anymore.
Exactly.
I just need her to leave me alone.
What did the letter say exactly?
That due to behavioural and academic concerns, a reallocation of funds was approved by the trustee.
Simple, clean.
I added a note at the end.
Oh, what kind?
Accountability begins when entitlement ends.
Damn.
I wanted to write, "Call me the maid again and I'll cut off the Wi-Fi."
Next time.
David just texted,
Oh boy.
"What the hell is going on with Chloe's college fund?"
What are you gonna say?
I followed the terms of the trust.
Perfect.
"He's calling now."
Don't answer.
I won't.
Let him sweat.
I'm shaking a little.
Adrenaline.
It's strange. I thought I'd feel guilty.
Because you were trained to.
I think I'm done with guilt.
Say it again.
I'm done with guilt.
Damn right you are.
You think she'll try to fix it?
Not at first. First she'll try to punish you.
She already started.
What now?
She posted a cryptic story online.
Oh God. Let me guess. Black and white photo, sad quote?
Close. A crying selfie with the caption, "Some people just want to see you fail."
Barf.
Her followers are commenting, "Stay strong, queen."
She's turning it into a sob story.
Of course, she always plays the victim.
Let her. You don't owe the internet an explanation.
You think people will believe her?
Some will, but the people who matter won't.
I'm scared David will hate me for this.
If he does, that says everything about him.
I can't undo this.
You shouldn't want to.
I just need this storm to pass.
You created a boundary. She's reacting. That's all it is.
She just texted again.
What now?
"I hope you know I'm telling Dad everything." "You're sick, you need help."
Projection again.
"Then, you'll regret this. One day I'll be famous and you'll be nobody."
Okay, that one's kind of funny.
I laughed too.
She thinks she's in a Netflix drama.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to keep the lights on.
She'll never understand what it cost you to be in her life.
Not just money, energy, sleep, years.
And sanity.
I lost myself trying to mother her.
And you just took yourself back.
What if she shows David the texts?
Letter. You were polite. Director.
I was measured.
Exactly.
I said nothing cruel, just facts.
You stayed calm. That alone makes you the grown-up.
I just wanted her to succeed.
She still can. But now it's on her.
She thinks I ruined her life.
Number you stopped letting her walk over yours.
I'm so tired, Kelly.
Sleep. I'll stay on call.
I don't know how tomorrow's going to feel.
Like the first morning after a storm.
Quiet?
Maybe not at first. But it will come.
I hope so.
You've earned it.
He came home early.
David?
Walked through the door like a man on a mission.
Uh-oh.
Didn't even say hi. Just dropped his bag and said, "What the hell did you do?"
Oh God.
I said, "Do you want to sit down?"
Polite.
He said, "No, I want answers."
What did you say?
I told him I exercised my legal authority as the trustee.
Good.
He said I blindsided him, that I humiliated him as a father.
He feels humiliated?
I almost laughed.
Did you?
Number, I said, "This wasn't about you."
Perfect.
He said, "You've sabotaged Chloe's future."
And?
I said, "Chloe's the one who's been sabotaging things for years."
Wow.
I've never spoken to him like that before.
How did he take it?
He froze, then said, "She's a teenager."
And you said?
"She's old enough to know better."
Finally.
Then he said something that actually made me laugh.
What?
You're punishing her for not loving you.
What?
I said, no, I'm protecting myself from being destroyed by her.
That's powerful.
He didn't know what to say after that.
Did he yell?
Number he just stood there.
Silent?
Then he said, you should have come to me first.
Like you haven't tried.
I reminded him how many times I did.
What was his response?
I thought you were exaggerating.
There it is.
I said, well, now you don't have to guess anymore.
You're incredible.
He looked exhausted.
Maybe because he's finally seeing the truth.
He said, I feel like I don't know my daughter.
And you said?
Maybe you never did.
Damn.
Then he whispered, I just wanted to protect her.
Too bad he didn't want to protect you too.
I said, you protected her so much you let her rot.
He needed to hear that.
He asked if I was done.
And?
I'm done being your housekeeper, your scapegoat, your buffer. Yes, David, I'm done.
I'm clapping. Standing ovation.
I walked out of the room.
Where did you go?
Outside, I needed air.
Did he follow?
Number, I think he's still sitting at the table.
Let him sit with it.
For once, I didn't cry.
That's huge.
I thought I would, but I didn't feel small anymore.
Because you're not.
I used to think I needed his validation.
You've outgrown that.
I'm not the same woman he married.
You evolved. They stayed the same.
I wonder if he regrets choosing me.
Maybe. But that's not your burden.
I regret choosing silence for so long.
But now you've spoken. Loud and clear.
Do you think they'll try to fix things?
Maybe. But you don't owe them anything.
Even if Chloe apologizes?
Especially if it's just to get the money back.
I'm bracing for that.
She'll play the repentance card.
I already drafted my reply.
Let's hear it.
Thank you for your apology. I hope you find success through your own hard work.
That's clean. No door left open.
I'm learning.
I'm proud of you.
I feel strangely calm.
That's what self-respect feels like.
It's new. I like it.
Keep it.
For years, I thought love meant sacrifice.
It doesn't.
It means boundaries.
Exactly.
I don't know if David and I will survive this.
And if you don't,
I'll survive that too.
you're stronger than you've ever been.
I think I forgot who I was.
And you just remembered.
I used to love baking for them, planning little surprises.
You were trying to be the glue.
I became the floor mat instead.
Not anymore.
You should have seen his face when I said I'm done.
Describe it.
Shock, sadness, a little fear.
Good. Let him feel it.
He's never seen me like that.
Because you've never let yourself be that version.
I'm not afraid of losing them anymore.
Because you finally found yourself.
I want peace more than I want them.
That's growth.
If Chloe calls again, I won't answer.
Let her feel silence.
That's louder than any argument.
She made her bed.
Now she'll lie in it.
And you'll sleep in yours. Peacefully.
I might finally sleep through the night.
You deserve that.
Tomorrow I'm baking, for me this time.
What kind?
Cherry pie. No one else liked it.
That's perfect.
It's my favorite, always was.
So are you.
Thanks, Kel.
I've got your back. Forever.
She texted me.
Chloe?
Yeah, just now.
What did she say?
Hey, can we talk?
Interesting. No insults?
None. First message in years without attitude.
You gonna answer?
I haven't yet.
What does your gut say?
That it's bait.
Probably.
She followed up a few minutes later.
Let me guess. Something emotional?
I've been thinking a lot about what I said. I didn't mean to make you feel like you don't belong.
Wow.
It felt rehearsed, like someone helped her write it.
Or like she needs something.
Exactly.
What else?
Then she said, I guess I was angry and jealous.
Jealous of what?
Of how easy it was for you to come in and be part of everything. Like you replaced her.
Ah, there it is.
I knew that's what she believed, but seeing it in writing hit different.
You think it's genuine?
Part of it, maybe.
But it doesn't undo anything.
Number,
Did she mention the fund?
not yet.
She will.
I'm waiting for it.
So what are you going to say?
Nothing yet. I'm sitting with it.
Good. She's not used to silence from you.
I think it's making her nervous.
It should.
I scrolled up through our old messages.
Why would you do that?
I wanted to remind myself.
Of how bad it really was.
Exactly. Last summer she texted me, stop breathing so loud, because I asked if she wanted lunch.
Unreal.
There's one from her birthday. Can you just not show up at dinner tonight?
My blood pressure.
She was 13 when I moved in. I thought it was a phase.
4 years isn't a phase.
I excused it for so long.
Because you wanted connection.
I used to cry in the laundry room.
I remember.
She'd leave passive-aggressive notes on the fridge.
The one that said, don't touch my things?
And the one that said, "This isn't your house."
She knew exactly what she was doing.
I let her chip away at me for so long.
But now you've rebuilt.
I'm trying.
You don't owe her a response right now,
I know.
even if she says the words you've been waiting to hear.
That's the hardest part.
Because you want it to be real.
I want her to mean it.
But trust takes more than a paragraph.
And I can't afford to be pulled back in.
You won't be. You're different now.
She just texted again.
Here we go.
I know you probably hate me, but I'm trying to be better.
And?
I wish you'd see that. I don't want things to be like this forever.
Still no mention of the money?
Nope.
She's waiting for you to open the door first.
She wants me to soften.
She's good at reading weakness.
But I'm not weak anymore.
Then don't give her what she's used to.
I won't.
What would happen if you said nothing at all?
That's what I'm testing.
Let her sit in the space she created.
She needs to feel the cost of her choices.
Exactly.
This is the first time she's ever reached out first.
And that alone must feel strange.
It does, but I also feel in control.
Because you are.
I'm not chasing anymore.
Good.
She just sent a voice note.
No.
I haven't played it yet.
Want me to tell you not to?
Kind of.
Then don't. Not yet.
I might save it.
For when you're not emotionally raw.
Exactly.
She doesn't get instant access anymore.
No more emotional credit cards.
New boundary. Silence is an answer.
I like that.
She's learning slowly.
If she ever really apologizes, I'll listen.
But you won't forget.
Never.
That's growth.
I'm still breathing steady. That's how I know I'm okay.
Last year, this would have destroyed you.
It almost did.
Now it empowers you.
I'm not her target anymore.
You're her mirror.
And she doesn't like what she sees.
Let her change on her own terms.
I won't hand her my healing.
Good. Keep it for yourself.
I will. For once, I really will. She finally brought it up.
Took her long enough.
Message just came in. Can we please talk about the college fund?
There it is.
I know I messed up, but this is my whole future.
So now it's about her future.
Please don't let your feelings about me ruin everything I've worked for.
That line, wow.
I read it twice.
You okay?
Honestly, a little sad.
Why?
Because she still doesn't get it.
Nope.
It's not revenge.
It's responsibility.
She's acting like I took the money to punish her.
But you moved it because she hasn't earned your trust.
Exactly.
And she never even thanked you for managing it.
Or building it.
Right. You added to it every year. Quietly.
I sold jewelry. I cancelled a trip once.
I remember.
David didn't even know.
Because you weren't doing it for recognition.
I just wanted to give her a head start.
And she turned you into a villain.
Now she wants the benefit without the accountability.
Classic.
She followed up with another message.
That was fast.
I've changed, Emily, I swear. I'm not the same person I was last year.
If she has to say it.
I'm not perfect, but no one is. Please don't ruin my shot at Northeastern because I was a brat. Everyone's a brat at 17.
The universal excuse.
I almost responded.
Almost.
I typed out, actions have consequences.
And then?
Deleted it.
Why?
Because it doesn't matter what I say. She's not listening.
She's pleading. Not reflecting.
Exactly.
So what do you want to say?
That the door to forgiveness isn't the same as the door to access.
That's brilliant.
But I know she'll twist it.
Of course.
She just sent a picture.
Of what?
Her acceptance letter.
Wow.
I got in. Please don't take this from me.
There it is again. The framing.
Like I'm the thief.
Not the one who called you the maid.
I remember the way she said it.
Of course you do.
It wasn't a joke, it was a declaration.
And you're done living under that roof with that energy.
I don't owe her tuition.
You don't owe her anything.
She says she's changed, but only after the consequences hit.
That's not growth. That's damage control.
She says she understands now, but she doesn't ask what she did.
Because she still thinks it's about a single moment.
Not 4 years of moments.
Not the slow erosion of your self-worth.
She's crying now.
How do you know?
She sent, I'm actually crying right now. Please talk to me.
Manipulation in real time.
If she had cried when I was breaking trying to help her.
But she didn't.
She laughed when I dropped a plate once.
I remember you telling me.
She said, you break things just like your voice.
God.
And I still cleaned it up and made her dinner.
You were surviving.
Now I'm living.
And she's realizing she can't reach you anymore.
She keeps saying, you're better than this.
You are better than the version she made up.
But not better in the way she means.
She means be the doormat again.
I'm not. I can't be.
So what now?
I let the silence teach her.
Sometimes silence is the best teacher.
She just said, "Please, just tell me what I can do."
That's different.
I know,
That's not give it back. That's how do I earn something?
but I don't have the energy to guide her right now.
Then don't.
You think she'll keep pushing?
Definitely.
I'm afraid I'll crack.
You won't. You've come too far.
I wrote something. Can I read it to you?
Please.
Chloe, I hear that you're upset. I believe you want to grow. That takes time, not words. That trust you want isn't gone forever, but it's not available on demand.
That's strong.
You're right that no one is perfect, but I can't pretend I wasn't hurt. That pain doesn't vanish because you're ready now. This isn't punishment, it's consequence. And if you want change, it has to come from within you, not pressure on me.
Emily, that's powerful.
I haven't sent it.
Keep it, sit on it.
I just needed to say it somewhere.
You said it here. That counts.
I'm tired, Kel.
Then rest. She can wait.
For the first time, I think she will.
Then maybe she's starting to get it.
And maybe I am too. She left something on the porch.
What was it?
A box with a note.
What was inside?
Her mom's bracelet.
Wait, what?
The one I always admired but never touched.
The one she said you'd never be worthy of?
That one?
What did the note say?
I think this would mean more to you now.
Wow.
She's playing the long game now.
You think it's genuine?
Maybe 20% of it.
And the rest?
Strategy.
Trying to soften you.
Exactly.
How did it feel holding it?
Strange, sad, not victorious.
I bet.
I put it back in the box. I'm not ready for symbols.
You don't owe her emotional closure.
It felt like a test.
Everything with her is a test.
And this time, I'm not biting.
Good.
She sent another message right after.
Of course she did.
I left something for you. Hope it says more than I ever could. You've done more for me than I ever said. I know that now.
So she's trying a new tactic.
Guilt-wrapped apology.
It's all emotional currency to her.
I didn't reply.
Good.
10 minutes later, did you get it?
She can't stand not being in control.
Nope, I stayed quiet.
How long did it take her to follow up?
5 minutes. I know I messed up, but I'm trying, okay?
Still about her?
Always.
It's never, how did I make you feel?
It's, can you see how I'm hurting?
She's still writing from the center of the story.
And I've stepped off the stage.
Exactly.
I almost want to throw the bracelet back.
No need. Just don't put it on.
I won't.
She needs to know that some gestures don't fix years.
I think that's what I'm learning too.
You're allowed to be unmoved.
It feels wrong, but it also feels right.
That's what boundaries feel like.
I think she expected me to break.
Because you always did.
I cried in front of her once, and she called it manipulative.
I remember.
And now she wants me to cry over a bracelet.
Too late.
I reread the note, looking for sincerity.
And
It was neat, too polished.
maybe written with Dad's help?
Or ChatGPT.
Now that would be funny.
I want to feel something from it.
But you don't.
Not enough to forget.
That's your gut talking.
I'm tired of being impressed by crumbs.
You were starving. Now you're full.
I'm not chasing a scrap of warmth.
No more surviving on maybe she meant well.
Exactly.
So what now?
I leave the bracelet in the box.
And the box where?
Top shelf, out of sight.
Symbolic. I like it.
She texted again.
Let me guess. Did it mean anything to you?
Close. Did you read the note?
Still looking for reaction.
It took a lot for me to do that.
And yet she still centers herself.
Every time.
So what do you want to do?
Nothing.
Good.
I don't want to reward effort that's rooted in guilt.
Especially when it's reactive, not reflective.
Yes,
You're holding the line. That's hard,
it's exhausting.
but necessary.
I keep hearing her voice in my head.
What is it saying?
You're not my mom. You never will be.
Ooh,
She screamed that once.
I remember.
And now she wants to hand me a piece of her mom's jewelry.
That's not closure. That's chaos.
I need real change, not props.
Then you're doing the right thing.
I wish I felt more confident.
You will.
It still hurts.
Holding the line always hurts at first.
But breaking it hurts more.
Exactly.
I'm not the villain here.
You never were.
Then why do I feel like one?
Because you're doing what they never expected. Protecting yourself.
I want peace.
Then stay silent.
It's louder than anything she's said.
And it's saying everything you need it to.
I think I'm learning how to let go.
Finally.
I'm not her mother.
And you don't need to be.
I'm not her enemy either.
Nope.
I'm just not her savior.
Exactly. And that's enough.
It's been 4 days.
Since what?
Since she texted,
Nothing at all?
complete silence.
Huh.
I thought I'd feel relieved.
But you don't?
I feel strange.
Say more.
I got so used to the noise.
The drama, the guilt, the games.
Now it's just quiet.
And it feels unfamiliar.
Exactly.
Quiet is healing. But at first it sounds like emptiness.
Yes, that's exactly it. I keep checking my phone like a reflex.
Hoping or dreading.
I don't even know anymore.
Have you seen her in person?
Number David said she's been staying with a friend.
He told you that?
Briefly, he's barely talking to me too.
So now it's just you.
And the quiet.
Are you okay?
I think so.
You don't sound sure.
I miss the idea of her.
The idea?
The version I thought she might become.
That's grief.
Yeah.
But it's also growth.
I keep thinking, maybe this silence is her realizing something.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's just another power play.
Or maybe it's both.
She's good at withdrawing when she's not getting her way.
But this time you're not chasing.
I'm not.
That's power.
I feel calmer than I expected.
Because you're no longer negotiating your worth.
I still catch myself reaching for guilt.
Old habits.
I remind myself silence isn't rejection.
Sometimes it's respect.
Or reflection.
Or just space.
I need space too.
Then claim it.
I walked past her room this morning.
And?
It was so clean.
Like no one had ever lived there?
Exactly.
Strange, isn't it?
It made me sad.
Because of what could have been.
I imagined her walking out with cap and gown, me fixing her collar.
That was the mother in you.
I never stopped hoping.
Even when she pushed you away.
I think part of me still does.
That's human.
I just don't want to be her fool again.
You won't be.
What if she never reaches out again?
Then you'll know what silence really means.
And if she does?
You'll be ready.
I wrote something.
Another letter?
Number for myself.
Let's hear it.
You did not fail. You gave. You tried. You showed up again and again. And when it was time to stop, you did.
Emily.
You are not cruel for saying no. You are not heartless for protecting your peace. That's what I needed to hear.
That's what you needed to believe.
I think I finally do.
You're different now.
I'm not waiting to be loved anymore.
You're loving yourself instead.
I kept hoping someone would tell me I did the right thing.
I just did.
I mean, she never will.
That's okay. You don't need her permission to heal.
I'm starting to see that.
What are you going to do with the fund?
I'm finalizing the transfer next week.
Still to the Scholarship Foundation?
Yes, girls with no safety nets.
That feels right.
It does.
You're giving something that will actually be appreciated.
Exactly.
Do you want to keep living there?
I don't know yet.
Is David trying?
He's confused.
And distant.
Part of him blames me.
Because it's easier than blaming himself.
I can't carry that anymore.
Then don't.
I deserve to be more than someone's scapegoat.
You always did.
I'm going to take a weekend trip, alone.
Where to?
Somewhere quiet.
Fitting.
Maybe I'll learn to like the silence.
Or maybe you'll finally hear yourself in it.
I think I already am.